Hey guys, so I noticed that only a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications to make sure that my content gets to you on time. Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about 6MF. I think she's one of the strongest carries right now. She's probably going to get nerfed soon, but even then, I think this video will be extremely relevant. And before I want to get started, I just want to note that it's pretty crazy to me that set 6MF and set 5MF have the exact same abilities, but set 6MF has so much more positioning nuance, which kind of really goes to show you how much of a better set 6 is compared to set 5. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first unit combo I want to talk about is MF plus Zac. So this one comes pretty naturally because MF is often run with pirates, so you have MF and you have Ilaoi. And then if you have Ilaoi as a brawler, you can often just put Zac in. What this means is that Zac is actually really consistent at pulling units like through range in for MF and allows to clump for MF's ultimate. So let me go ahead and show you a clip of this, and it's a really powerful combo. So in this case, at the start of the fight, so I want to mention that MF's range, ultimate range is exactly 2 hexes. So MF casting on this Leona would never hit this Orianna because she's more than two hexes away. So at the beginning of the fight, MF doesn't hit Orianna, but after Zac pulls it in, now the next MF ult will hit this Orianna. So it's a very powerful combo. In practice, it works really well, and Zac consistently can get a stronger MF ult than you would expect. Okay, so the next pretty powerful combo is MF plus either Tahm Kench or Zephyr. So in this case, Tahm Kench and Zephyr will allow you to bypass the frontline unit for a while, and often what this means is that MF can walk to the backline and start ulting right away. Tahm Kench here being a little bit more powerful, but Zac is totally fine. No, sorry, Zephyr's totally fine. So in this case, I have a Zephyr on my Zac, which allows me to bypass the front line, allowing my MF to walk and immediately start hitting their backline. So in practice, this probably doesn't work as well because they probably have multiple frontliners. But if you kill their multiple frontliners quickly enough, then this works extremely well. The next combo I wanted to talk about is MF plus Janna. So this one's a very natural combo as well because often you run MF with Jhin, and then with Jhin you run Orianna, and then with Orianna you can run Janna for enchanters. And often this is necessary when the enemy has a really strong front line and you have no way to access the back line. What you can do is you can frontline your Janna, which blows away the entire enemy front line, allowing you access to the back line the moment Janna ultimates. So here in this clip, you can see that the enemy frontliner is really strong. So then the moment Janna ultimates, MF should be able to access the backline. So you can see that, okay, see Janna ultimates, and then now all the units get blown back. MF's ultimate now hits the backline. And then the really powerful thing is that your units will usually walk up and fill the gap, right? Fill the gap right here. So now from here on outwards, your MF ultimate will always hit the backliner. So it's another really powerful combo that is pretty situationally useful. This isn't always good because Janna sometimes doesn't cast if you frontline her. But if you can guarantee her cast, like with some tank items or 2-starring her, then this is really powerful. So the next tech I wanted to talk about is the MF tech versus the like a socialized spot, or in this case the cubby, Vel'Koz cubby, right? So the Vel'Koz cubby is either this spot where Urgot's in right now, or this spot right here. They're called the Vel'Koz spot because it's like a little cubby that's often out of the way. So in this case, MF can consistently hit almost every single hex that's not the backline. So it requires some clever positioning. But for example, in this case, if their frontliner is like this, you can put your Leona here and then hit this Urgot. So let me go ahead and show you a clip of this. So right here you can see that MF will ult the Leona and then hence hit the Urgot as well. Often you can snipe the enemy Urgot before the enemy Urgot can actually do that much damage. So then, but this, you have to properly position. A lot of times I see people misposition this. And you can see that if your Leona's positioned here instead, the enemy frontliner will actually walk up and then your MF ultimate will no longer hit the Urgot. So I have a clip of this as well. So you can see in this case, the enemy frontline will actually walk up to fill this gap. And then MF's ultimate will no longer hit this Urgot, allowing Urgot to free fire at my team. Okay, now some additional tips. I don't have clips for the rest of these because I kind of just ran out of time. But these are really powerful and really good text that you should know as well. So here, MF plus Jin or any other snipers on the same side is a really powerful tech. A lot of people put them on opposite sides, and that's totally fine. But sometimes it's good to put them on the same side because MF can get stuck on Dragon Claw frontliners. So in this case, this MF will hit the enemy Dr. Mundo, and honestly, will probably hit this Dr. Mundo the entirety of the fight because Dr. Mundo has Dragon's Claw, and essentially will never die. But what you could do is you can position MF and Jin on the same side, and Jin and MF can cover each other's weaknesses. Where MF does very little physical damage, Jin can do a lot of physical damage and actually burst down this Dr. Mundo, and then which allows MF to get free AoE access to the entire rest of the team. So if you put Jin and MF on the same side like this, they'll go ahead and work together to kill the Dr. Mundo. This tech also helps you maximize sniper value because basically the faster you can kill the enemy frontliner, the faster the further the enemies are, right? Because after you kill Dr. Mundo, Zac is slightly further, and Tahm Kench is slightly further, and then Vi, and then Urgot, right? So by bursting down one by one very quickly, you can actually get more sniper value. So this is really powerful in practice. You need to find situations to identify when this is the correct play. And then finally, I want to talk about how to counter MF, so like the anti-MF tech. So to counter MF, all you have to think about is that keep your frontliner and your backliner more than 2 hexes away. So in this case, Dr. Mundo and Urgot is within 2 hexes, so MF's ultimate will hit the Urgot as well. So this is not very good. So what you want to do is you want to move Dr. Mundo 1 over, and now Urgot is slightly more than 2 hexes away, so MF's ultimate will no longer hit the Urgot. And this is a really good counter, and basically, with MF being so popular, you should always have this in the back of your mind. Like all positioning should be, frontline and backline should be at least 2 hexes away. And I think that covers everything I wanted to talk about. I think MF's probably the coolest unit, coolest positioning unit right now. So I absolutely wanted to make this presentation for you guys to really like fully understand MF. Okay, peace out.